This is the K-Pop Cast, and in this episode, we discuss 2NE1 returns, an actual comeback this time. HyunA is canceling her tour. We also talk about AI in K-pop and NewJeans Plagiarism, Part 30.
Yeah, we also share comebacks from aespa and Hyphen, NCT127, Stray Kids, Jimin, and G-Idol.
Yeah, it was a fun episode. Thanks for letting me go on tangents, Michaela. It's really long because of that. Thanks, Philip.
We're really, to be honest, we've had a few special episodes this past. We're really catching up on a lot this episode, guys. So strap on in.
This is our news catch-up episode, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You also let me go on tangents, so sorry. But before we get into all those topics, don't forget to join the K-Pop Cast listener fam on Slack. Link to that in the episode description. And also, if you want to help chip in for editing costs, you can donate to the show on our Ko-Fi link. That link is also in the episode description.
All right, and now for our hit replays.
I'm DJ Peter Lowe.
And I'm your PD named Michaela.
And hit replays are K-pop song recommendations. So Michaela, kick us off and introducing me to my K-pop song recommendation. Unless you want to go first. You want to go first?
You can go first. Because, I mean, we kind of already talked about your song before.
Oh, have we? I guess we have. The Get It Done.
Mm-hmm. And we, of course, as every week, we finish with the best hit replay. So.
Oh, that's right. Excuse me. I forgot. Okay, so my hit replay this week is the song Armageddon by aespa. But wait, we already talked about that song. So my hit replay is the remix, the Naf? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. L-A-G in caps, N-A-F in lowercase remix. Here we go. Remixer, I got nothing.
Right.
I like this person is like intentionally like opaque on the internet, but they've put out some like really solid, legit mashups. Not mashups, remixes. And I've noticed they started producing. I want to say a little over a year from now, or at least putting stuff on the internet, and it's really good banger material. So I discovered this song because I had a K-pop X EDM event this last weekend, which I want to say was like wildly successful. It was like a 600, 700 person cap venue that was like beyond capacity, and we had to turn away people at the door.
Oh, damn.
And people were like, oh, well, maybe I'll just buy a VIP table instead to get in. And business is like, okay, fine, we'll accept your money,
Right. Just, I guess we have to, like.
Yeah. So it was a pretty successful event. Anyway, so I was prepping for that event, and I'm scouring the internet for all these remixes, and I discovered this. Ironically, like, this is my favorite remix, but I did not end up actually playing it during my set that night. I just didn't have the right timing or set up for it. But anyway, this song is a hit replay because it goes so hard. The build especially, like, you can follow the build of the song, which is usually like the pre-chorus, like right before the chorus, as the name implies. And this just elongates that moment. It builds that tension out further, and then it's like, oh, okay, now it's gonna drop, and it's like, let's add it, like, even more stakes, add even more tension in the mix, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's going. It's like, and then like it does it like 3 times. It's like, okay, now the drop's gonna happen. Now the drop's gonna happen, and it just keeps going, and then like by the time it finally drops, your head explodes. So it goes really, really hard. And I can't wait to follow more from this producer because these remixes are so good.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was trying to find like which section to pick for the, but I feel like it's such a shame that they're not getting all that extra. So definitely go check out the full song, guys.
Yeah. It's a good way of like, there's like post-chorus elements too, that are like not in the original song, but are in the remix that like, just add a really fresh take on it. So this is why I guess like K-pop EDM nights are becoming a theme, because it's a really fun way to like reinterpret these favorite songs.
Yeah. So Ice Cream, if you're looking for a new producer to put on to an official remix, how do you say it? What is it?
This is the SM label or whatever.
Yeah, Lagnuff is your person to go check out.
It's funny because actually, if you're like a really OG K-pop cast listener, like in the first few episodes, we were doing like remixes all the time. We had like the remixers on the show a lot. And it's funny you say Ice Cream because back in the day, we were talking about when I was having other remixers on, and we were talking about some of our favorite remixers. Amongst the remixers at that time, this is like 2016-ish, we were all saying like Ice Cream, that's the name of the remixer, made some really good remixes. We all loved the remixes, so you should look them up. It's spelled I numeric 5 CREAM. So recommend if you're down for a throwback. Ice Cream, I5 Cream, whatever. Put out some really good like wobble troll meme dubstep remixes. So anyway, okay, enough about my song. Michaela, PDNM, best song, best hit replay for this week. What is it?
Best hit replay. I mean, to be fair, we had, especially in the last few weeks-ish or so, we've had a lot of big boy groups coming out with full albums, but none of them stood out as much as my hit replay for this week, which is EXO, or Only If You Say Yes by N-.
EXO, kiss me, don't say no. EXO, kiss me, don't say no. EXO, kiss me, just say oh.
We've talked about them a lot before. 7-member group under Hybe, which under
Actually, they're
B-Lift under
vampires.
Hybe.
They're vampires under Hybe.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 7 vampires, canonically, that are currently being managed by the group B-Lift under Hybe.
Not to be confused with the other paranormal groups under Hybe, right? Or
who would that be?
Other?
Maybe NewJeans with their ghost friends thing, right?
Maybe I'm getting them mixed up with other groups, but I want to say like, isn't there like a werewolf group and like a ghost group?
Anyway,
no, I think I must be thinking of Dreamcatcher. Okay, go ahead.
It's probably Dreamcatcher. Yeah, but they debuted in 2020, so this is their 4th year out. So this is the title track of their 2nd full-length album, their sophomore album, Romance Untold. And it's like I said, guys, it really just stood out to me, like the whole album in general, especially when you're comparing it to the other full albums from the past few weeks, because it's again their 4th year almost. It kind of reminds me of the vibe that I got with the P1 Harmony album at the beginning of the year. Like they're still experimenting. Like this is a new sound for them, but they're still getting better at the things that they've been doing, and they're really kind of locking into what their sound is. I think with this album, and especially with this song, which is the first reason why it's my hit replay. With the second reason, I am an XOL who was waiting patiently for EXO to come back from the military, and I'd be honest, I'd be thinking of another boy group with 8-point 8/9 members when I hear this song. Because the chorus is XOXO. So there's only one XOXO in my heart. But this is a really good song from NHypen.
I like it because of the chopping that they're doing.
Yeah.
On the on the acapella, the vocals. Oh gosh, can we even show you here? We can, like down here. It's like
YouTube
they took the crossfader. Sorry,
podcast people. Peter is showing his slides on his DAW system right now.
No, this is not a DAW system. This is just a mixer. It's
a mixer.
This is what DJs used, right? So like,
yes.
Anyway, so like you've got this thing down here. This is the crossfader, and if you're gonna like make a cut, like let's say the acapella is on the right side, and the music is on the left side, you would bring it in like this. So you'd hear the acapella, move it out. You don't hear the acapella, so you're like cutting it. So it's like you're going like this. On the okay, you know what? This is not going to translate well to the audio listeners,
and I don't want to describe it really. But
you're just cutting the vocals, and I think it's a really tasteful effect. It adds to the emphasis, even like it's going past the limiter. You know, it's going. They're pushing it so hard it goes beyond what is recorded. Because they're vampires, it's like they can't be seen in mirrors and stuff. So,
right. I would also add a little note that everybody needs to check out the pre-release little short film that they made for this comeback, which has a very different vibe from the music video. We're talking vampire refugees trying to escape, and there's car crashes and shootouts, and at the end, the music revives them, and they go forth into the future or whatever, because there's time travel also. They're time travel vampires. Did you know that? I'll be honest, the NHypen kind of cinematic universe is something I really don't know much about, but I'm really starting to want to invest time now into really understanding it, because I love this album and I'm really enjoying this concept.
See, we gotta get oh, by the way, if you're fans of The Matrix and shootout scenes, this is for you, although the guns have no recoil, so they'll shoot and then anyway, because they're vampires, right? You were telling me that earlier, because they're super strong.
Yeah, they have super strength, no recoil on guns, because super strength.
And it's also really funny when one of the members gets hit with a bullet, you should be like, ah, right? But he's like, ugh. It's all sexual, in how he was hit. But anyway, what was I gonna say? They Hype needs to get on the SM Marvel expanded cinematic universe, where you gotta have each of these franchises coming together to defeat the Infinity Stones or whatever. So you've got to have ATs and time traveling pirates come into the picture. Either maybe they're antagonists with the vampires at first, but then they find common ground because they're trying to unite against these other boys from the planet Exo, who have
so it's vampires versus pirates versus aliens versus ghosts, I guess.
I could see it coming together. Can't you?
That's the thing is, I really do. And I kind of really wish this was a thing.
It's got to happen. And if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Hype, because Hype owns everyone anyway. So
yeah, technically. I think they still have stock in SM Entertainment, right? I don't know. Anyway. Great. The best hit replay. Go check out EXO by NHypen.
Very good song. Very good song. Okay, so every week we also go through the most covered K-pop dance covers of the week, which is kind of like a proxy indicator for what's hot, what's popular.
Yeah, we're not
Western
sponsored. For the record, we're not sponsored by KPopDances.com. Some people were asking about that.
Oh yeah, because we keep plugging them.
Yeah.
Why aren't we sponsored? I don't know. We're just doing them a solid, and we like these charts. Okay. So you created a helpful diagram this time, Michaela, which means I can't reveal the secret to you. So
I also make the outline, so I already knew.
I was supposed to do the outline this time. I was supposed to do the heavy lifting, and I roll up and you're like, it's already done. I'm like, okay. Anyway, so number 10 AT's Work, which is like such a banger song. Only 18 covers though this week. I'd expect that to be higher given how popular that song is in the club right now.
It's because they're touring. All the people are going to their tours. They're not spending time
all
learning
the
covers.
would-be dance covers are at their... But you would think people would cover it at the tour, right? Like outside the stadiums and whatnot. But yeah, they were here in LA or Bay Area. They were done in LA. Major stadiums because they're super popular. Number 9, Le Sserafim, Smata. Wata.
It's about to get kicked off the list because we're heading into the end of summer.
Oh, yeah. Are we, though? I'm going to do like a K-pop summer party in August, so don't say it's the end of summer yet.
The second latter half of summer.
Okay.
Third quarter of summer.
Number 8, we've got Baby Monster, Sheesh.
Sheesh.
Number 7, Lisa Rockstar. Number 6, Islet, Magnetic, still on there. Number 5, NewJeans, How Sweet. I should add, NewJeans is at 25, Magnetic is at 22, Lisa Rockstar is at 21, Sheesh is at 21, Smart is at 21. So they're all like...
Yeah, very close.
Or on top of each other. With 21. But okay, and then... so we said NewJeans, How Sweet. And then number 4, we've got Kiss of Life, Sticky, which is the actual song of the summer. Number 3, we've got Kiss of Life, Midas Touch, which is a good song. I'm just surprised that it's higher than Sticky. But and then number 2, it's aespa, Supernova at 69 covers, so way higher than the others. And then number 1, even higher, it's aespa, Armageddon, aka my hit replay, but not a remixed version.
Like I said, this is the album of the year. I have to say it. Like, Armageddon and Supernova are just these forces of nature, especially on TikTok.
Why do you think that is, Michaela?
I mean, it doesn't help that they're under SM Entertainment, but it's just it was a full length album. You know, they're a little bit more senior group now. They've been around a minute. Also, with the shift in like the SM 3.0, this is like the first album under like the 3.0 umbrella. So they have like different people working on their music, and it's kind of giving a little bit more refreshing vibe to at least their vocal styling, which I think people are liking. So we'll get into it at the end of the year, but I feel like I said, this is so far aespa is really gunning for album of the year, at least for me.
You don't think the memes have anything to do with it? Like
the memes don't hurt.
Like Supernova, like the AI cover meme where they're not moving except for their mouth, sort of thing, or swinging around on a pole, or Armageddon, the dance meme.
Armageddon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that helps too, maybe.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
No, you're right. It's entirely meme driven. It's only memes. Only is the reason why it's album of the year.
I mean, it's a fair question though. Like, how much is the meme driving it versus like the actual audio production? You do have a point in that sense. But I'm very biased because I really like the album. So for me, it's both. I would have to go ask somebody who doesn't care about the music and is only here for the memes. But it's also interesting, I would say, just seeing Kiss of Life like hit back really strongly. I wonder why that is. I think their dance covers are really popular.
Yeah, that's why Midas Touch is still on there, because people can't get over the hip, the hips, the twerking and Sticky, and then just the hip sway and Midas Touch. Yeah,
the head roll thing in Midas Touch. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay. So Tamara linked me the story, and she texted me kind of out of the blue. She's like, "Hey, did you see the story on BBC? The AI story on BBC?" I'm like, "Which AI story on BBC?" Because there's like an AI story every day in my day job, sort of thing. So like, Anyway, so she's referring to will K-pop's AI experiment pay off? Which was a story published, I I want to say a week and a half, 2 weeks ago at this point.
It's so funny because I was about to send you the exact same thing around the same time, but Tamar got to you first.
So I guess what was the hook for this was that who is it? 17's Woozy said on the live stream that he's playing around with AI in the music production process, and Tamar was just sending it to me to get thoughts, make conversation, and I'm reading the story and I'm just getting angry.
Oh no,
because it's just like, I don't know. It felt like there was a wave of reporting, I want to say, in like the 90s when people would talk about the internet.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't think this internet thing is going to take off. And I even met a hacker before, it like that was kind of like my read of the story. It was nothing on the individual sources. I think they're fine, maybe in isolation, but we're talking very hand wavy about like a parent category of technology. It's like, what do you think of this technology thing happening in K-pop? It's like so hyper broad. It's like, well, what are we even talking about?
Right.
That irritates me with a lot of the discourse around AI in K-pop, especially because I think like when people talk about AI in K-pop, for the most part, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot of people who have a lot of specificity and like what they're referring to. Like maybe it's in the lyric composition, lyric development part. Maybe it's in the audio production. Maybe it's in the video production. Maybe it's in Spotify algorithms telling you which song to play next. These are all things that use different types of deep learning, machine learning, entirely different schools of like AI, ML. So to lump it all together and be like, oh well, I'm scared, or like it's bad for K-pop, I feel like it's kind of a disservice to both. It's a disservice to one, rightfully calling out the things you don't like because you're kind of overgeneralizing, and then two, also like you're throwing the baby out with the bathwater. There's a lot of like, I think, valuable uses of AI as well. So to overgeneralize it here is what makes me angry. So anyway, so Woozy, he said he's talking about using it in the music composition process, and it's interesting. I think we've talked about it on the show before. There's a lot of different ways like AI generation can help with the music composition process, but where it seems to have the most, in my opinion, at this stage, is in the MIDI development. So it's like if you were to, it's almost like writing sheet music. Like if you were to say like, play this chord, on top of like, maybe have this melody going along with it. You can send that in like the notes, right? In the note format. And then from the notes, you can like decide, well, I want to use this instrument, which is going to pronounce those notes using that instrument's sound. Or if you were to take any, like just the sound of my clap, right? And you were to record that clap sound and then pitch it up and pitch it down, you could make, you could play the MIDI notes from the sound of my clap based off of like how you had pitch the pitch. Anyway. Sorry, I'm getting like really off topic here. How can I bring this back? So Woozy admitted that he's not quite there yet.
Yeah, no. He's like, everything is still written by people. I was just checking it out as a possible tool for the future, really, is what he was saying. Because I think what a lot of fans' reactions to this was discounting 17's abilities to produce music, and like the way it came off is like, oh, they're just using machines, it's not any actual talent kind of vibe.
But
yeah
not after I've said all of what I've said, I will say like there's a lot of really good, I think AI could be used at scale in K-pop. in all those different areas I listed. So there was one quote in that BBC article, I'm quoting, I think I want to say like a music producer or a singer-songwriter. And he said that, to get to the point where you're working and collaborating with a lot of artists that he's collaborating with, they require original songwriting lyrics, because where generative AI models today, they're not quite yet at the quality that a lot of today's artists would require, or they wouldn't produce something innovative. And that's true, right? It's why you don't use generative AI models to do news reporting, because they're not going to go out and find the truth in the world as it exists today. That's up to like reporters, right? They're the ones that have to find and break the news. But an AI model can't do that yet. But like, same thing here is that songwriters critique. Like you don't have, for a net new sound or idea or phrasing, you can't have an AI do that, because everything an AI does is derivative. It's built on the backs of everything that came before it, based off of its training data and what it's used for. But K-pop is derivative, y'all. Like I think K-pop is perfect for this because it doesn't break any new ground. It is the perfect use case because it is so derivative, and K-pop is like the thing of the mean, like the lowest common denominator. Like whatever is popular, whatever the trend is, like K-pop's going to do that, but it's going to out execute basically everyone else on it. So I could see AI doing audio composition really well, but just saying like a combination of like looking at the MIDI notes of the popular songs today, and you could probably add like you could take a multimodal model approach to it. We can add like a natural language interface, so it can be like, AI, create for me a song that sounds like this, that works within the singing range of these members, with a Teddy Park, party chorus at the end. Like, make that for me, and you could create something like that. We have the technology. It definitely exists today. The problem is, like, a lot of people say it doesn't exist today because they're using generalized models for this approach. But you could fine tune. I think you could probably fine tune a model just for this purpose, using the data we have today. We have the technology. It's possible. Whether or not anyone wants to invest in the time to refine and build an application for it, for a not very lucrative segment, remains to be seen. But like, we could do it. It is, I guess, what I mean to say. And K-pop is a good use case because it is so derivative.
Look out for
I'll get off my soapbox.
Look out for Novice's debut, the first AI idol, later this year.
Who?
Novice. You remember?
Who are they with?
From aespa.
Oh, Nivis?
Novice.
Novice. Yeah, okay.
Novice? How did I say it?
I don't know. I heard novice, like
oh,
like a beginner, like an amateur.
Yeah. Is she her creation in the cool parts of AI for you, Peter, or is it?
Well, I think in practice, she's just been a virtual idol. She's not been an actual AI idol, but we could probably get there.
That's what I'm saying. I'm really interested to see what it is actually when we see whatever SM is doing with that.
Like, haven't we already had a few chatbots that are like trained and fine-tuned on like the messages that an idol that the likeness of the idol has said before?
Yeah, that was there was a Universe app which closed its doors late last year.
And people just didn't buy it because it wasn't real, or do you know why?
I can't remember off the top of my head. I know that was maybe part of it. I don't know if it was also just something else, or maybe they were acquired and like they wanted to use its technology somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, the other aspect of this is that both training and using existing models are computationally expensive. Like the power consumption costs for these things are not cheap. And maybe like there just wasn't enough margins on the application itself. So, and K-pop fans have like no money. Okay. So let's move on, shall we? Did you have a hot issue thing?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, come at me in the Slack. Catch me outside. And we'll talk about AI and why I'm wrong about how innovative K-pop actually is. Okay. Are we going to do a reaction video
Yeah,
here?
because I have listened to Jimin's album, but I have not seen the music video, and you haven't done either, I think, right? Yet?
Nope, I haven't watched it yet.
So we're going to do that.
Okay, so we're going to watch that together. So listeners, if you want to react along with us, like as if we're in the same room together and you're like joining along with us, you know, if you want to be our virtual friend, our parasocial friend, you can pull up Jimin's Who official music video, and we're going to count down and hit the play button together. Okay, so are we ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Big hit music.
I miss the big hit bubbles. I do. The old intro.
Yeah, me
was
too.
great. Yeah. Okay, we're around the city.
Closer. Jimin just impressing us with his really high vocal range.
I love the echo on the vocal.
Oh, the reverb, yeah.
The reverb.
Record, yeah. He's talking about her, but how many hers are there?
Right. All the female dancers.
It's like it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You just keep adding.
Everything is on fire.
Oh, this is from the Fire music video, right?
Oh, is it?
With the TV and the fire. And also, it looks like it might even be the same location. I love those flowery synths in the background there. We've got this VHR effect going on. Like, I guess Gen Z are really into Y2K aesthetic. Oh, I wonder if this leader is a reference to one of their other songs. Like Boy with Love, or Boy in Love.
Oh,
Okay, how many
dance
girls
off.
are there now? But plus boys.
I'm loving all these like changes that they're doing, especially with the leather jackets. It feels very like theater, you know?
Yeah, very Broadway.
Broadway.
It's like we've got this happy melody. Meanwhile, there's like cyberpunk dystopia in the background.
Right.
I love these like, what is it? These flowery piano chimes and synths in the background. Okay, all right. Tornado, nothing to worry about. He's just
Yet his
blowing
hair
us
is
away with his legs.
perfectly still.
Yes.
Jimin transcends weather events.
As he does. Okay, this is a hit. Like, I mean, it feels like, I hate to say it, but like Jungkook territory, in terms of like a slight light disco-esque inspiration and the
Yeah.
vibe, and like the slightly mid-tempo, like 110-ish, 120 beats per minute.
Yeah. And I'm liking, kind of like the one take performance vibe of it all. It reminded me a little bit of Jackson Wang's Pretty Please music video. And just like,
Yeah, visually it reminds me of Jackson Wang's video. Although Jackson Wang's video was like, uns.
Yeah,
this
much
is
more
like disco. I've got rhythm sort of vibe. So it's a good pit replay. So should we say Daebak or not on this song?
I was Daebak on this song. I think it's the most Daebak song for me on the album, and I really enjoyed that music video. Angsty Jimin.
Yeah, I think it's Day to the Bach. It's one of his better songs. I would go as far as to say I really liked it. It is definitely DJ set worthy.
Right.
Probably, I don't know. Like there are some songs like you on the audio alone, you probably wouldn't play it in your like main banger part of the night. You probably play it in like, maybe the more like warm up, people are getting to the club and they're just, getting their feet wet sort of thing. Right. And this is the song where you just start getting them to groove. But if it's like one of those songs where it becomes such of a cultural phenomenon where like everyone's singing along, then it becomes a main hour song.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. And I don't think this song is going to be that.
You don't.
No, because
it's a good song.
It's a good. See, I kind of put it on its own. It's a good song. I guess for me, when I was like approached, like especially listening to the album and like Jimin's first like solo album, like I was thinking, I was very surprised that he kind of just like went in this direction vocally, aesthetically. I don't know. I guess I imagined him doing something more. I don't want to be reductive, but like more like Taemin, you know what I mean? Or Taeyang. And this feels like it's something else, but I don't know exactly what that is yet.
I think like Taemin is someone who would do like more of like art museum, wine spilled onto the floor and now you need to stop and think about it. Like, you're going to obsess over it.
Yeah.
And also, like Taemin's dancing ability is really good, but it is in a slightly different direction, like more like tight body control. Sorry, I'm not being very helpful in describing it, but more edgy in the sound, in the style. Whereas this is more like leaning toward like Bruno Mars, Jungkook. Groovy, disco-y, party bop song.
Yeah. No,
so
I think you
different.
I think you described it really well. Okay, Jimin.
Out now.
Okay.
All right. Next reaction. Are we ready? Are we ready to do this together?
Yeah.
So, audio listeners, we're going to count down. 3, 2. Oh, wait. What are we watching? We're watching Stray Kids and their song Chick Chick Boom. Is that how you pronounce it?
The revival of gun violence in K-pop. I love it.
This is America. All right, here we go. Watch together in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Recommended to stay home.
It is America because the American, except those temperatures are not currently accurate.
Oh yeah.
I wish they were.
But aren't these guys Canadian? No.
The one thing.
He's Australian and that is a Canadian. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Two actors who are not American.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for watching.
We continue the Korea promotions of the Wolverine Deadpool movie in K-pop.
I like how they actually had like gun chalking sound effect in the audio. Ooh. Like that spray paint was like 3D.
안 되는 것도 없이 I do it Just pull out my trigger I got that I'ma pop 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 take a shot take Shoot down my girlfriend by one night snipe them
One night with boom shot headshot on goals, I guess. Boom.
like a truck I'ma make you fly
Vamos, I know that you want it, boom. Lobos, we cannot stop counting, boom. Ratatata, I'ma make it, boom.
Oh, Hyunjin in Red is just the best thing ever.
A lot of gun sounds, onomatopoeias, and visuals.
Like I said, they're bringing gun vandalists back. They heard me clowning on them for not having enough last time.
Oh, I love this. The way they do their like formation thing. Like they travel and they had different elevation in the movement. It's fun how they do the rolls with their tongue.
Right.
Like,
There's way more
random,
Ryan Reynolds in
Latin,
this than I was expecting.
Like random Spanish, like amigo, vámonos.
Yeah.
Vamos, I know that you want it.
Vamos.
Lobos, we cannot stop hunting.
Lobos.
Ta-ta-ta, I'ma make it, boom, 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 boom.
Vamos, I know that you want it, boom. Chaos, we so catastrophic, boom.
Oh, I love the way they say catastrophic. Catastrophic.
It's like they mispronounce it in the best way possible. Tang, tang, tang. La Vida Loca? What? What? This is oh, okay, so they but spray painted everything with their logo.
Yeah. Taking over New York City.
Chick Chick Boom News.
Yeah. Right. Any chance that you're, looking for an older, less agile member? Maybe?
No.
Great.
Felt like that was a dad joke. Like they could have done something smarter there, but whatever.
Yeah. Now, will you go see Deadpool versus Wolverine? I don't think I will.
What? Why
I'll
not?
be honest. Their presence in this music video doesn't encourage me to go see the movie more. I think I'm still gonna wait for streaming.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm probably not going to see it in theaters, but like when it
Yeah,
comes
that's
to
what I meant. Because
video,
again,
yeah.
they're promoting the movie with this envy.
Well, apparently, the Stray Kids were going to be in the movie itself.
Oh, damn.
But the timing just didn't work out. So they couldn't actually be in the movie. This is according to an interview where Ryan Reynolds mentioned that. But yeah, so I think that would make more sense, that to have them immortalized in the movie, I think would have been cooler, honestly.
Right.
Rather than the other way around, having the
but they're
actors
still on the OST though. They still have a song in the movie. They're just not
called
physically.
Slash.
Yeah.
Which I think is out now, or maybe not. I don't know. But yeah. Hey, Michaela, quick question.
Yes.
If you were to have a gun in K-pop, what sound would it make?
What? I have no idea.
Would it go boom? Would it go ratatata? Would it go boom shakalaka? If I had to pick, I would want a masculine-looking gun that, when shot, would have no recoil, just like in the Hyphen music video, and would have a super aegyo tang tang
Tang tang.
tang tang no, like like in G Friends, tang tang tang, like fingertip. Yeah. That would be my K-pop gun noise.
I don't know
Tang,
why the
tang,
first
tang.
thing that came to mind was like it just like says avoir Dios, like the Everglow. I don't know why.
With a Prida snare. In that song.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we Tibok or not on Chick Chick Boom?
It's a nut.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
It's the whole again, after listening to the whole album, it is comparatively it's a nut for me. I do enjoy Stray Kids switching up their sound a little bit, but it overall is still just consistently Stray Kids. But it's good. It's good song. I'm not saying that'd be reductive of it, but the consistency is what gets me. It's like, I wish they could have been a little bit more experimental with what they were doing here.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, Mikhail. Like, I think I like it. I think this song is Daebak for sure. It's banger clanger. At my gig this last weekend, I was talking to a few people before going on, and they were saying like, "So you're gonna play the entire album?"
Right?
Like there are a lot of stays in the audience, and they really like this song.
Starting from Mountains, and then Chick Chick Boom, and then
I gotta drop Chick Chick Boom at my next gig for sure, because it is a good song. And the thing is, like, even though I did like a EDM night where I'm playing like a lot of remixes, like with Stray Kids' discography, you can play like all the originals because it's already like banger clanger EDM. Big room house.
They've been very consistent, like I said.
Well, I happen to like it, Michaela.
Okay, next music video.
Oh, wait. Can I ask you a couple other questions about this?
Sure.
Are you Daebak or not on movie studios jumping on K-pop for marketing and PR?
I am Daebak if it's this. Like, this felt not like it didn't feel, it felt like both Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman in their little roles were actually like committing to it and like taking it somewhat seriously. Like
Although Hugh Jackman was like barely in it, like it was at the beginning and whatever.
I don't know if that has to do with like the fact that they have to CGI so much of the suit that he's wearing. I don't know, but like
probably
yeah. But the if it's like this, because this felt really nice, very organic, and the Stray Kids have already done like Deadpool things before in their like performances, especially from Kingdom. So this was kind of more something that we've just kind of been waiting to happen, to be honest. But I don't know what other group I would put in the Marvel universe right now.
Yeah,
like I don't know if any other group could do it as well as this.
Yeah, Stray Kids have an element of like playfulness in a lot of their concepts. They go hard, but then they'll be goofy, like Christmas Evil.
Yeah. So I guess it's a not then for me on this, because I don't think anybody else is going to do it as well.
I think it can be done well. I think we could see more of this. And I'm all for K-pop being witnessed, witness me, senpai, recognize me. Just being seen in more mainstream places. So
yeah, but I like that we've got a bit of a battle though, because we had Blackpink in the DC universe and we've got JYP Stray Kids in the Marvel universe. So it's like YG is DC and JYP is Marvel.
Yeah, but Blackpink was they didn't actually appear or have any.
The music video was in the movie.
It was actually in the movie. It
was like on the screen. It was in the screens in the layer in the whatever that movie was called.
Yeah.
The one that got a Snyder cut.
Right. I think I would just like it more if there was like a more deliberate marketing franchise overview where it doesn't feel as extractive. Like where there's like, they're helping co-promote each other. Like this one felt like they were trying to help co-promote each other. These more kids here in the background. But like the Blackpink example, the Justice League thing.
It's not really a one-to-one, but
yeah.
I just thought it was funny because the Marvel DC thing and the JYP YG thing.
Okay. And now we're going to watch NCT 127's Walk in 3, 2, 1, go. This is the Apple Maps commercial. Walking squeakily.
So much calamity in all of these music videos. I love that they have Taeil in here because Taeil is currently injured, so he can't take part in all the dance scenes, but he's still just kind of like popping up every now and then.
So we got like sneakerheads, 90s, denim.
Which is like a very like youthful, throwback hip hop concept, which we've talked about in our Slack. Shout out to Joe. He mentioned that this feels more like something NCT Dream would have been doing, not 127, but I think 127 is pulling it off.
I think it feels on the periphery of what 127 would cover.
Yeah, like a B-side. And Taeyong is in the military, so we get to see a lot more of the other members in some of these lines.
Wait, would you eat that Korean barbecue, Michaela, after someone stepped in it like
if it
that?
was handed to me by Yuta looking like that, with the glasses and the more car crashes.
Are we going to get an actual shoe sponsor here? Because it's such a missed opportunity not to get an official shoe sponsor on this music video. They've got like the pseudo hip hop turntablism here.
Yeah, and this also feels like a bit of a throwback to a few other music videos.
A sign for when your shoes are on fire. It's happened enough times.
Oh, and the bandana dance? Walking on water. Ad-libs in the back.
Get out my way. 부딪히다가 삐 끝에. Ay, get off my lane. 깜짝하세 앞지르네. Ay, get out of way. 부딪히다가 삐 끝에. Gotta get out of lane. 깜짝하세 앞지르네. You heard?
Ugh.
Ouch. Maybe that's why they didn't have a shoe sponsor.
Yeah. Okay. It's a not for the feet at the end, I'll be honest. Just
maybe Daebak on some other things, but not the feet. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, what'd you think overall?
It is I was joking. It is a Daebak for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But again, as far as like a NCT comeback, again, getting to see, because there's, the members are involved differently. We're down a member. We're doing kind of a genre that we usually reserve for a B-side. Like, I love it when they bring out those sounds that like only the people like me who listen to the NCT albums know.
The sound being like,
yeah, the more R&B throwback versus the neo-culture technology that they usually have in their title tracks.
I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a not for me. Sorry, guys. It's not Daebak.
It's okay.
I don't know. I just had a hard time getting into the groove of the song. I can hear it. I can feel it, but I don't know. It doesn't feel notable.
Mm-hmm. And it is a weird comeback in the sense, like, again, because if we're down members, it's not like a full group thing. They're kind of working with what they've got.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they're down talent, though. Like I said, the vocals in the track are still amazing.
Okay. Shall we do the next one?
Mm-hmm. Last one.
Okay.
Because we're done with the boys. Because the girls, the girls are still out here.
Girls are the ones who are really popular right now. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna watch My Boob and Booty is Hot and Quoting Tamar, but which boob is hot? Anyway, so we're referring to G Idol and their new song, Klaxon? Am I saying that right? Okay.
Yeah, Klaxon.
All right. So you can watch along with us. We're watching the official music video in 3, 2, 1, go. Soyeon in the orange hair and the very pale makeup.
Right. Because it's K-pop summer, pale skin in the sun.
I don't know. This feels like pseudo hood aesthetic that they're trying to go after.
That was a lot of what I was seeing.
Like Ice Spice a little bit. And same thing with the curls here. Like, come on.
Oh my god, now that you say that, like, because it's like she's just like the straightened hair version.
They are like way too white to be in this much sunlight, I feel like. But okay, we've got non-Korean people dancing in their cars. Token Westerners.
Oh.
Here's the point dance.
I'm not.
What are we honking? And what clutch are we hitting here? Oh my god, Soyeon.
Okay, Minnie's hair is looking better. Like, they have her in this like really curly thing, and it was like super everywhere and frizzy, but now it's like nicer.
We're watching Instagram posts now at the beach.
Okay, here are the braids. I did see these braids on Twitter.
I feel like this is what
.com.
Koreans think Californians are like. This is like, I'm viewing what like Koreans view when they think of California. Like they think of this.
Ooh. I don't know why Minnie in that cowboy hat just did something for me. It was the low lighting and the smolder.
So are they? Oh, okay. Costume change.
But I love it because I feel like I want to tie this into the Not Shy music video, right?
Oh yeah, right.
Like if we're building the cinematic universe of K-pop.
Right. Yeah.
This is fun. I mean,
Oh no, the car run off.
yeah. Joke's on you. It's actually Itzy trying to do the organ harvesting deal. People who listeners of the show who have listened to the episode know what that means. If you don't know, go listen to our hit replay episode where we talk about Itzy Not Shy.
I want to say that there's a joke in here somewhere around like this, like not G Idol, not them. It's I don't know, but yeah. This is not Itzy.
It's
this
not.
is
Yeah.
this is Klaxon. I think, like, for as much crap as I was giving it while watching the music video, it is a fun video to watch. Like, there's a lot of, it's very colorful, I should say. And that's what I like about K-pop is just like how, larger than life a lot of these things are.
Yeah, and this is the dum-de side of G Idol. Like when they do these cute summer bops, like this is kind of like what we get. Though with this song, especially like compared to like songs like Dum-de is a not for me. Like I feel like it's just kind of forgettable, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a fun song. Is it Queen Card material? I think it's just shy of Queen Card, but it is catchy. It is TikTokable. It's got
yes, to that point, very TikTokable.
Yeah, and it has the similarly wonky Soyeon lyrics, where it's like, whose boob is it? Like what? Are we honking? And anyway, so some suggestive lyrics I feel like in dance.
Yeah, it's still their vibe.
It's their vibe to have really weird lyrics.
Yes. That is what every time I hit play on a G Idol, I expect to be confused at least once or twice.
So Daebak or not overall?
Not. You haven't changed my mind. I'm sorry.
I think it's Daebak still. I like it. It's a good song. It's goofy, but it's fun. It's catchy. It's summery. K-pop summer.
Yeah,
We've got
it's okay.
token Western non-Koreans in the video.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like it's in that realm of like you've got Klaxon, and I'm gonna go in my corner and listen to Dum Dee Dum Dee later.
What is? Do we know what it actually means? Klaxon?
Klaxon. It's just the car horn, basically. It's called.
Oh,
like
really?
That part is called the Klaxon. Yeah.
Today I learned. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Okay,
So they're
it's
saying
coming
honk the
together.
horn. Yeah.
All the car theme things. It's just so funny. Their outfits. It's like, I'm gonna dress up as an American today. Outfit like.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Like, nothing in this music video was cute to me, except for that one shot of Minnie in that cowboy hat, to be honest. Like, the clothes just didn't make sense.
Okay. Well, that wraps it up for our reactions. Now into all the news items. Oh my gosh, this is going to be a long episode. Okay, so Daebak or not, this is our glass half full, half empty section. So we'll say the thing, and then we'll go around saying whether we're Daebak or not on that thing. So first up, music video comebacks, because even if your last song was 2 weeks ago, in the world of K-pop, it's still a comeback. So, are you Daebak or not on Dreamcatcher's Justice music video?
Daebak, but it still suffers from the TikTokification. I wish it was a little bit longer.
What, they've got like a really short point dance thing or what?
Well, the pre-chorus, like leading into the chorus, like they repeat it once and then they like repeat it like in half and then they do the chorus. Like, but I'm still trying to like get this chant of like, I'm a fighter. I am like.
So a longer pre-chorus, basically.
Yeah. It just, I'm just imagining myself in the audience, like we're all chanting that together.
Yeah.
And they cut it off.
Yeah, I guess I'm Daebak on it. Like, just visually, it's really fun. They're slaying. They're giving us, it's sultry, edgy, evil, dark. Okay. Are you Daebak or not on Bad Villain's Hurricane?
I am Daebak. I feel like Bad Villain right now is the only contender in this like 5th gen to Young Posse at this point, with like the way that they're structuring the verses in their songs.
Yeah, I think they deliver. It is really fun. I really like the song. But I wonder what it lacks, and what I think Young Posse has going for them is like the laughs, the production value. Like Young Posse are willing to do something crazy and will do anything, if it means for a good song. I think Bad Villain is actually trying to be cool.
Oh, they take too seriously. Oh, okay. I get that.
But I like it. So I guess I'm still Daebak on Hurricane. All right. Are you Daebak or not on Lee Chae-yeon, Don't?
Yes. Daebak. Solid comeback. Glad to see her.
Yeah, I was trying to think is it sufficiently Daebak for me? Yeah, it is. It's a good song. I like the production value, her looks, her outfits, everything, the visual effects. It's a shame that it's not more popular, but I don't think it has enough of a catchy hook to make it super popular, like Knock did. Okay, are you Daebak or not on
Are we Daebak or not on Junie's I'm Alone?
Junie? That's how you say it. Okay.
Junie.
Forgive me. I don't know. Tell me how I'm supposed to feel about this one, Michaela.
You're supposed to think it's Daebak because I'm all here for men being emotional and crying while drunk and putting all of their emotions onto a diary page and then making that diary page into a song.
Okay, I'm Daebak on this because I'm all for emotional men being drunk and putting their emotions into a diary page and then putting it into a song. So,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. Are you Daebak or not on? I don't even know how I'm supposed to feel about this one. All hours, shock.
Daebak. Like this is the comeback that's making me learn names.
I don't even know this group. Are they new?
They are very new.
It feels like it's kind of going for best absolute perfect.
BAP.
Yeah. Or no. Who was that? Every day I shock. Who did that song?
Batiste.
Batiste. That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Not BIP. Just, the high energy drop song. But okay. So wait. All right. Okay. So I'm Daebak on this one because it's serving and making me appreciate a comeback from a new boy group. An original thought. Okay. Are you Daebak or not? Oh, now we go to Daebak or not sensational news items. So we'll go through all the headlines saying whether we're Daebak or not on the news headline. So are you Daebak or not on English band hiring musicologists to analyze NewJeans' bubblegum over plagiarism concerns?
Yeah, so the band Shakatak says that bubblegum is sampling their song Easier Said Than Done. I guess I'm not. It just feels like, we haven't had like an official musicologist come out and say and give a ruling on whether it's like a 1-to-1 or who stole what. Like it sounds like close, but I would say they're different songs. So it's
yeah. DJ John has been on the show before talking about similar topics to this. And I agree with his sentiment at that time, which is it all depends on how good your lawyer is and like how well you can frame up the argument or the paradigm, like frame up the discussion in your favor, basically, for either side. So honestly, I'm indifferent to this item.
I know people who are not Minhee Jin fans are very excited. People are clapping back at her for plagiarism after her accusations of other groups.
Yeah. So wait, you said not or?
I said not.
Okay, then I'll be not too. Are you Daebak or not on HyunA? Wait. So HyunA is canceling her tour in the United States. So are you Daebak or not on HyunA ending all of her North American stops except for Seattle?
I say Daebak because I would have hate to see her try to do this because having a tour with one person in the audience is not a good vibe for anybody.
Yeah, I guess there's that way to be Daebak about it, kind of help her save face.
Saving face, saving time, maybe doing a better tour later after she gets married to who she's marrying.
I think the reason why she's canceling her tour is that she's been canceled by North American K-pop fans. And this is something that North American and domestic K-pop fans are like staying united in for once, which is like, yeah, we don't like HyunA's choice in men, or latest choice in men, rather. We all appreciate Dawn, but
or at least that's definitely been the consensus as far as like what we've seen on the internet. But is it because of all the other tours that are going on that people don't have the money? Is it just the timing? Like I feel like there are. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt a little bit just because she's HyunA. Because what was the most surprising was the fact that she did cancel her LA stop. Like the LA stop does make me lean into the more protest reasons why the tour is canceled versus all the other like financial and scheduling things.
Yeah, I mean that could be it. HyunA was one of the I would say like the Gen 2 era. She was one of the idols that would actually go on tour to North America, and one of our first shows that we covered as a podcast was seeing HyunA in person in San Francisco. And that was really fun.
It's hard to see her in this position as a fan. So that's why I'm trying to be positive about it.
I mean, we've talked about this topic before. Like, there's the HyunA I knew from that concert that we saw of her in San Francisco way back when, who I liked. But do I still like her today? Knowing that she's the same person, you know, did she really make a bad decision? Was she always this person on the inside that I just didn't know? Was this something that she changed to? I don't know. Anyway, so I guess I'm
right. It's very hard.
I'm Taebak on both her kind of saving face and canceling the tour, but also kind of getting justice, honestly, for going on such a bad guy.
That's it's honest. That's the honest answer to that.
So, Young Jun Hyung, is that how you say it?
Jun Hyung.
Jun Hyung was one of the members who was a part of the Burning Sun scandal, where he was in the group chats. You know.
Yeah. Long story short is he was in there, but he didn't catch a case in relation to anything. But he was there.
Yeah, he was a listener, a participant in the sense that he was also in the discussion. But there hasn't been like a smoking gun, like, well, he was directly involved in producing, you know, the hitting cam revenge porn content, or actually raping women and whatnot. But, you know, the fact that he's like, okay, I'm cool with that, you bros, like, you know.
Yeah, that's the vibe. I mean, he claims, you know, he was necessarily like he wasn't as involved as people assume, and that, or he wasn't as complicit as people assume, or at least in like that's what I'm getting from the Instagram post that he said about like his connection with everything in defense of himself.
Yeah, why not be more proactive about that? Like, why wait to? I don't know. I guess,
and this
maybe
is why HyunA's tour is canceled. Next item, JYP is establishing.
I just want to put HyunA under the bus one more time. So not only that, but she's getting married to this guy.
Yes,
and this is after she told Don that she wasn't getting married to him because she just doesn't want to get married.
Yeah.
I just wanted to put the item out there. Okay.
This is not looking good for her.
All right, Mika, you want to take the next item here?
Yeah, so JYP is establishing a Latin American subsidiary company and is currently holding auditions for trainees. Are we Daebak or not on JYP doing this? I'm a big old nut off of historical precedent. And
I was going to say Daebak, but what is the precedent?
How previous attempts to establish companies and bases and training facilities in at least the United States went, where they were violating zoning laws and people were sleeping in office buildings that were meant for residential use at all. Like, poor Jisoo. Poor Jisoo. He was one of those trainees that was trapped in those office buildings living in New York at the time. The company does not have a precedent of doing this well for at least the people involved. So
localizing well. Wow, that is so messed up. Like, can you imagine living in your office, the place that you work, because your company can't afford to put you in proper residence?
Yeah. And it was, and from the reports, allegedly those living conditions were horrendous.
Yeah, I think members of the Wonder Girls were going through that as well. I think Sunmi talked about it in interviews and stuff before. And I think she really, really hated it. Like, it was a dark period of her life. It was that bad.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a not on this. Just for knowing that these facilities are probably not going to be the best environments for people who are trying to make careers in K-pop.
Yeah. Although I think I might stand corrected on Sunmi, because was Sunmi a part of the group during that era? I can't remember.
Yes, she was.
Oh, okay.
She just looked different. She looked different now.
I like the current Sunmi a lot. I love Sunmi. All right, next item. Take us away.
Yeah, so Cube's new boy group nowadays has changed their fan club name from D-Day to...
Wait, D-Day was the name of the fandom
D-Day
previously?
was the original fan club name.
Okay, and what is it now?
Damn it, I don't know. Sorry, I lost the link. But the reason that they are changing it is not because they used the name D-Day, but because it was already taken.
Oh, the fan club name is... Wait. Oh, it'll be announced next week. Okay, so we don't know yet.
So we don't know what the new one is, but it's no longer D-Day.
Wow, that's not knowing a lot of the cultural context around a name. At least for
and
us
again,
in the West.
the only reason they're changing it is because it was already taken.
Whatever.
In better news, sorry.
Wait. Are we Taebak or not on that?
I'm Daebak on them changing the name, of course. I think D-Day is an awful name.
Taebak on changing the name, not for not knowing why.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this one's a great. Oh, I'll do this one. So
Yes.
next news item. To anyone announces their 15th anniversary concert in Seoul, as well as a world tour.
I'm
We
so
don't
excited
know
for
which
this.
stops yet.
Obviously, we're Daebak.
Well, are we though? Honestly,
What, Peter?
Okay.
What are you not about, Peter?
Okay. I am Taste of the Bach on the only K-pop queens. I'm sorry, everyone else who identifies as female and is in the industry of K-pop. Not everyone can be a queen at the same time. 2NE1 is my OG bias group. Like I was Blackjack back in the day. Like I was super into 2NE1. I want to see them perform together. I want them to produce content together.
But
Why do they have to do it through YG? This is something that they just should have done on their own.
that's
Without
what
YG
Liz,
in particular.
that's what Liz was saying in the Slack, that YG's connection to this is the jump scare. It's
Yes.
like, good news. Ah.
Like, how is that guy not in jail right now?
That is a good question. I'm trying not to think about YG in this scenario.
And-
I'm trying not to only think about 2NE1 coming back together and making music and having a tour, the tour that they should have had before they went on hiatus.
Right. But like, this is money that could have been going to the members directly, but now it has to go to YG corporate and YG. So that's what makes me not Daebak about this. Like, was CL, Dara, Park Bom, Minji too small on their own to find a production company to help, produce a show with them? Tragically, it sounds that way, that they had to return to YG, come crawling back to YG. We saw a photo before this announcement. We saw photos of them going to the old YG building. And, there was a lot of speculation around it. And, it's great to see 2NE1 reunited, but I don't like how YG has branded it as a welcome back, to us.
Yeah, no, that's some bullshit. But again, I'm gonna say Daebak, and I can't wait for music and tour.
Yeah,
Be
no,
pop-
same. I want to see it for sure. I'm gonna this is a concert, whatever. I'm really hyped about. Even if Park Bom can't sing or do the dance. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be real with y'all. But even if she can't perform like she used to, I'm still gonna be hyped for this, and I would like to see them produce new stuff. You know, it would be awesome if they shot their own new 2NE1 music video. It is funny though, because I remember pre-disband, I remember OIG saying something to the effect of, yeah, you know, this is a great group. I could see them reuniting someday and doing like, you know, a reunion tour. Mm-hmm. And it's exactly, I'm sure he orchestrated this, but it was exactly like, you know, he foretold back then. And he was thinking of like Gen 1 group sort of reunion thing. So this might be their last like hurrah while they're still relevant. I hate to say it because like, yes, there's my generation of K-pop fans. Like this was our gateway, like 2NE1 were like, you know, our era. But you know, how many of us, I guess we've people my age, we're going to be around a long time. It's not like we're boomers who are, you know, passing away. And we got like millennial budgets too. So we could spend a lot more on like more expensive concerts and premium experiences. So, you know, like if they're going to do it, they should do it right. Like they should not do like K-pop Gen 4 K-pop experience. Like I'm sick of that. I want like K-pop experience for grown-ups, you know? Like I want like a concert where like everyone gets to sit down. You know, we have like nice food, good acoustics, you know, grown-up drinks, not crazy, stupid, silly like lines for like stupid merch. Like, or if we're gonna have merch, it needs to be like tasteful, adult appropriate, premium quality stuff, not like some white labeled knockoff trinket stuff. So this is the chance. What, like 2NE1, like now that your fan base is older, like milk it for like an older demographic, create a more older demographic experience. This is your time. I also hope that there's like, you know, just as like Lee Hyori with her TikTok like mini craze, like hopefully, you know, Gen 4, Gen 5 K-pop fans are like, oh, who's 2NE1? Oh, they've got a lot of great songs. Besides I Am the Best. Because that's like the only song I can play at like K-pop events. If I play anything else by 2NE1, like Can't
so
Nobody, Fire.
No Falling in Love?
No.
No
I definitely fall in love. Crush even. Like I'll if you like go to my gig recordings, you can see me try each of these like 2NE1 like banger songs, and then people just like they don't know it. Like the only song they know by 2NE1 is I Am the Best, which is sad. I mean, like, sure, I Am the Best is a popular song, rightfully so, but like, you know, I Love You, Do You Love Me? What else? MTBD, you know, these other songs that were bangers in their day, like, just not popular today. It's so funny because songs you play today that are throwbacks aren't necessarily the songs that were popular for their time. There's like some rose-colored lenses being applied.
Right.
And also selectivity and like, well, not every song that was popular back in the day are the ones that I recognize as an anthem now. Like the two songs, those don't really go over well. BIP, what else? Infinite.
Really? Oh. Not even the Chaser.
Big Bang though. Big Bang hasn't been canceled by at least people at these events. They seem to select Big Bang. Okay. Haru is like making a really strong comeback. Like I think people who request Big Bang and then request Haru, like get really down to it. And then everyone else, like all the other like new K-pop fans are like, oh, what is this song? You know,
is this a new group?
Well, I don't think it's a new group. Like, I don't think they think it's a new group. I think they like the new fans know it's like a, you know, Gen 2 group, but they're like, oh, this is a good song. You know, like, so there's like this new, like Haru is kind of like coming back on the charts for whatever reason. I think because of that, because of like this halo effect of like, oh, well, you're going to play Fantastic Baby Bang Bang Bang. And then like new K-pop fans are like, you know, they go to an event where like their sunbaes are also at. And then Haru and Lie and Last for a While and these other songs start doing well. Okay. Sorry for that tangent. Thanks for indulging me. So we're all Taebak on 21, I guess.
Yes.
And not on YG.
Not on YG. Always and not on YG. The person,
Are you,
not the company.
You could be not on the company as well. Okay, are you Taebak or not on all 8 members of Stray Kids renewing contracts with JYP Entertainment? JYP.
Yes. Yes. I would love to see these contracts, considering the success of this group.
Yeah, Stray Kids are in their like Twice era, you know? Like I know Twice preceded them just a little bit, but like I think Stray Kids have like really hit their stride right now. And they're still on the upward trajectory. Like, you know, So I don't think JYP has done them wrong necessarily. And I would like to see more Twice-like production at their concerts, you know, where it's like really well produced in the visuals, the sets, the costumes, everything. So
You think they can go bigger than what they've been doing?
I think so.
Okay.
I think there could be some really creative stuff in the electronic dance music side of things with Stray Kids. Like, think Electric Daisy Carnival, but like reconverted into like a K-pop context, like that sort of stuff. I think you could probably have like something of like a blended experience between that and Stray Kids at like a Stray Kids concert or festival even.
A Stray Kids festival. Love it.
Where time traveling vampires and pirates
And aliens. Don't forget the aliens.
They all come together. And you have different like stages, you know, where they're, yeah.
It's called Water Bomb. Anyway.
Okay. Are you Taebak or not on this other end from JYP Entertainment? Vicha, or VHCA, no longer performing at Lollapalooza. Vicha, I keep thinking of like Future, you know, that Star Trek movie. Do you know what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know.
about?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Spoilers, but like in the first Star Trek movie, there's this alien life form that's coming to Earth, and it says it's V'ger, and everyone's like, "Who's V'ger?" You know, like, and it's returning to its home. And it turns out at the end of this like really long, the first Star Trek movie is really bad. Like odd numbered Star Trek movies are not good. But so this thing is coming back to its home, and everyone's like, what is V'ger? And it turns out that it's the original Voyager satellite sent out in the 70s or whatever it was. Like, you know, it's sent out to deep space, and now it's returning, but it's returning with all these like other like alien parts assembled onto the original probe, and it's coming home. So anyway, so the name just reminds me of Feature. Michaela, you need to tell me to like shut up. Like I honestly, I've taken us like on way too many like tangents this episode.
I'm learning. Like I said, I don't know the Star Treks, so now I know. Sorry, but
Okay.
yeah. So Vicha, it's a knot. You know,
Yeah, we all want to see them. That's a great stage.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for a very rookie group.
Yeah. What, TXT was there last year, I want to say?
TXT, several other K-pop groups. Like I'm thinking of like the Rose, and Stray Kids, I think too.
All right. So yeah, we're all not on that. I wonder why.
Well, from what we've seen, it's visa things and money things, and yeah. from some of these performances being canceled.
Okay. Are you Taebak or not on Yeoja idol Soyeon donating 100 million won for flood victims, hoping for a small hoping for a small comfort?
Daebak, love to see it, really, I guess. I hope it goes to the right places.
Oh yeah, that's always the hard thing. Yeah, I'm Taebak on Goddess Soyeon. I was just knocking her and her wonky lyrics, but
yeah, because people, especially when as far as she's been seen in the general public recently, like the fact that she has so much money from being such a successful producer, like seeing her, pay it forward is always cool.
Oh, I guess that has been paying out well for her, being a slight producer. That is interesting.
Yeah.
It's almost like a cheat, like actual producers, they have to enter into this freelance bidding process to get credit on the song, but it's like you're already in-house at the company, so it's like, I'm gonna pick my song
yes.
to be on the album.
And especially at Cube, because we all know G-Idol is the only reason Cube is still around.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they let her get away with it as a way to retain her. So, because certainly SM Entertainment has been trying to poach her, it looks like.
Okay, so last item for the episode.
Okay, which is, oh yeah. So
11.
former member Kepler's, can you help me pronounce these names?
Yeso and Mashihiro.
Will redebut in the upcoming 143 entertainment group called Made In this September.
Can I just be a hater and say I'm not, because I miss Kepler?
Yeah. Well, okay. So also as a reminder, so Kepler, as a month ago,
yes.
will continue promotions as a separate member group with these two members leaving.
Yeah. But it's hard when, they're continuing with losing some of the original people that you love. I like Yeso as a member in Kepler.
Yeah.
I'm hoping the best for her group.
I at this K-pop EDM event this last weekend, we did a Kepler light stick giveaway on site. And we had this mini game where I had these sheets where I said okay, I'm gonna name off all the members of Kepler, and whoever is not named at the end, say who that member is, and I'll give you the light stick. Right. So I'm going through the list. I'm like, and this name I cannot pronounce, and I was just kind of going through it. So I couldn't tell you who's who. But I think so long as everyone is chasing what makes them happy, I'm Daebak.
Okay.
Who is the member of CLC in Kepler?
Of CLC in Kepler?
Eugene? Well, anyway, she's my favorite member. If she's still in Kepler.
If she's still in.
It's funny, I just did this giveaway at the event, and I can't even remember who's in what. Okay,
hey,
whatever.
If there's anything that I learned for preparing for KCON, there are so many idols nowadays, guys. It's so hard to keep track of everybody.
Okay, wrapping up. Let's end this episode here. Let our listeners know where they can find you on the socials. I'm at DJ Peter Lowe on the things.
And you can find me on our K-Pop Cast Slack. I'm at PDNim. And you can find all of us on the K-Pop Cast Slack.
Yeah, link it to the episode description for that. And also, if you want to consider supporting the show, please consider donating to our Ko-fi. We've got a link to that in the episode description as well. All right. See you all in the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.